Hey everybody. All right, real quick, I wanted to run down a little bit about my gear. I am running the 2019 Prime CT9, um, and it is in this Malbec satin, which I'll see if I can get it right under the light there. This is a very untalked about color, and as far as I'm aware, um, that color may not be available anymore for 2020. But when I ordered this, I could not find one to lay my hands on in this color, so I kind of ordered it sight unseen. But it sounded cool. The little paint swatch that they give on the on their website looked cool, and I thought, well, you know, I was either this or going to get gray, and gray just kind of sounded too ordinary for me. So anyway, so I got the Malbec satin. I'm really digging it. It comes with the black limbs. This is a 65-pound bow. IBO on this bow is 325, so it's definitely not the fastest target bow on the market, but I really love the stability of this platform. I really love the forgiveness in the shot, and I really just love the way that it fits in my hand. It works for me for great, as long as I do my part. So I'm running the Hamskea Trinity Rest, and I'm running the Excel XP Achieve sight, and the Bowfinger 30 millimeter 2020 scope. And I'm also using the Zebros sight light light kit. I don't have any complaints about anything here. Everything here has been a total new learning curve for me. I have always shot Hoyts before this bow. Had a very bad experience last year with a Hoyt that shot when it was not in the press. It shot really well for me, but I spent an enormous amount of time working on that bow, repairing things, replacing it, and that was not my norm for the Hoyts that I'd had before. But it drove me to consider other options out there, and I went and saw Jeff over at Oceans East down here in Virginia Beach, and he taught me. Well, he didn't have to talk me into it. He let me shoot his CT9 that he had on the shelf there, and that did all the talking for him. I shot that once, and I was sold. So I love this bow. Really do like the way that it holds and shoots. In my opinion, it has a very similar feel to something like the TRX 38. The draw cycle is different. This one might be. I really can't give you kind of a description exactly of how it differs. I just know that it was different. Both of them were fine in their own way. In fact, I was very much interested in a TRX until I shot this one. So, and the grip on this, you're shooting right off the riser, and it feels very much like a Hoyt grip. It's very very ergonomical, very comfortable. It's pretty narrow. A lot of people wrap this with some tennis tape or something like that to try to get it beefed up. I really enjoy the grip. I really like the way it feels in my hand. So, had a little fun time this morning. I just had to replace my rest cable. I used some D-loop material this time, but this little bracket. Let me see if I can get this in the camera. But this little tensioner piece here that is really cool and is super helpful. If you ever owned a Hamskea before they came out with this, then you'll know exactly. You understand how awesome these things. These things are, because now you can just tighten up your rest cable, or you can loosen it whichever way when you're working on it or anything like that. And there's no knots. There's nothing like that. So it's definitely helpful. The bummer of it was that apparently there was a burr in this hole, and in the 1,500, 2,000 shots that I've put through this bow so far, I cut that cable this morning while I was shooting, and that was a little bit frustrating, but luckily I was not in the middle of a competition. I was just practicing. So we got that replaced, got it reset up. We're good to go. But other than that, I have zero complaints about this setup. Hasn't given me any fits. It's been working on pretty good for me. And anyway, I'll stop rambling about my stuff. And if you have any other specific questions or anything that I can kind of help impart on my opinion on, please leave it in the comments. Don't forget to give us a like, follow us, and subscribe. We're on Facebook on Center 5 Outdoors. We're on Instagram at Center 5 Outdoors. And of course, we're here on YouTube at Center 5 Outdoors. So anyway, I appreciate the view and love to hear from you. Thanks until next time. Take care.